Good morning, everyone. And on behalf of the Institute, I welcome you all once again for the academic year 2020-2021. We all know that the world is facing a big difficulty of the pandemic, COVID-19. But thanks to the Almighty, that His grace and mercies which were on us has kept our BPHA Society family very safe and healthy. Thanks to the Lord for keeping our principal, Dr. R.J. Barnabas, his family, our teaching, non-teaching, staff members and the students safe. We all are blessed because the Lord's mercies are on us. Let His mercy always be upon us. Thank you to our Honorable Principal, Dr. R.J. Barnabas, for being so generous and thoughtful about us. Let me let you know one thing, that in Ahmednagar district, we are the first ones who have started our online lectures before any of the schools or the educational institute could begin with it. It's a blessing that our principal, Dr. R.J. Barnabas, has provided us with all the technical things. He has been so very generous and he has been a visionary and thoughtful to provide you all with the curriculum of 12th at home. Knowing the importance of this class, knowing the importance of your career and your future, he has provided this facility to you all. God bless him with his knowledge and strength and good health. To begin with the lecture, I would first like to tell you all, I'll be talking in both the languages, English and Marathi. We have some Marathi medium students in our class, and so that they understand the concepts clearly, I would like to begin with that. You already have started with paper 1, with the chapter Reproduction in Lower and Higher Plants. Today we'll be starting with the chapter Inheritance and Variation. So let's begin with the chapter. Before I begin with the PPT, let me tell you one thing which is very important. The PPTs which are shown to you all by the teachers, please observe them properly. Those highlighted points are important for you to write them in the book. Study them. They will be a reference line for you when you refer the textbook. The online lectures are really a guideline for you all. The textbooks are available in the market. Get them, buy them, read them and refer the lecture. It will provide a proper link and a proper knowledge for you at home. God bless you all, and let's begin with the lecture now. Inheritance and Variation. The third chapter of your syllabus. The name itself, Inheritance and Variation. Inheritance, मराठी मध्ये आपण त्याला अनुवंशिकता म्हणतो. अनुवंशिकता आणि विभिन्नता. Inheritance. When a character is transferred from one generation to another, we call it as heredity. अनुवंशिकता. Heredity म्हणजे अनुवंशिकता. आणि या अनुवंशिकतेमध्ये जे बदल घडत जातात, those changes which occur in this heredity are nothing but variation. This topic is an introduction for you all to know how genetics has been included in our syllabus, and this topic gives us an idea about how life has continued till today. Why is inheritance and variation important? The very first question given in the textbook, if you look at it, is there a similarity between the parents and the offspring? Yes. This question reminds us about something same and something different amongst us and our parents. When I thought about this topic, the very first thing I thought was inheritance, and an example which you all know very well came into my mind. Amitabh Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan. You get to see similarities between them. But when you look at their work, you get to see variation. Very famous personalities of the Bollywood. You know them very well, far better than me. The second personality which I'm going to talk about is Rajiv Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. World famous personalities. Similarities are there and differences are there. You know the similarities and you know the differences. This shows that there are similarities between them. And even in us, in our families, we get to see that our parents or some of our relatives say, you look like your mother, but your hair is like your father. You're tall like your brother, but your color is like your granny. These are the things which make us realize that there is something which is transmitted from one generation to another generation. Let's see a short definition of inheritance and what variation is. Inheritance, it is the transmission of genetic information from generation to generation. It is also known as heredity or inheritance. The second thing of the topic is variation. What is variation? Variation is nothing but it are the differences between the parents and offsprings, among the offsprings of the same parents and among the individuals of the same species. Now, to be a bit specific about variation, विभिन्नता ही थोडीशी मी फोडून तुम्हाला समजून सांगते अशासाठी की तुम्हाला व्यवस्थित समजावं की अनुवांशिकता आहे पण त्यासोबत विभिन्नता पण कसं कार्य करते. Variation also does its own work. Now, what is it? The parents are producing offsprings, but the offsprings are not exact identical of the parents. तुम्ही अगदीच तुमच्या भाऊ बहिणींसारखे दिसत नसालच. चूक की बरोबर याचं उत्तर तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. तुमच्यामध्ये फरक येतोच. आपण झाड लावतो, आंब्याची कोय लावल्यावर आंबाच येतो, बरोबर ना? पण आंब्याची कोणती जात लावतो याच्यावर कोणता आंबा येणार आहे हे ठरतो. सिमिलॅरिटीज आर देअर बट डिफरन्सेस आर ऑल्सो देअर. हापूसची कोय लावल्यावर केशर आंबा कधीच येत नसतो. त्यासाठी केशरचा कलमच करावा लागतो. हे सगळ्या शेतकरी मुलांना चांगलं माहिती आहे, मराठी मीडियमच्या मुलांना चांगलं माहिती आहे, म्हणून हे उदाहरण दिलं कारण आत्ताच आंब्याचा सीझन झालेला आहे. नाउ variation are amongst us also. We and our brothers or sisters are not exactly the replica of each other. There are differences. And because of variations, species have continued in this world. Variation हे एकमेव कारण आहे की ज्याच्यामुळे या जगामध्ये असंख्य स्पीशीज अस्तित्वात आलेले आहेत. नाहीतर एकच आंब्याची जात असती, एकच केळीची जात असती, एकच जात असती सफरचंदाची, आपल्याला म्हणावं लागलं नसते वॉशिंग्टनचे ऍपल आहेत का इकडचे ऍपल आहेत का तिकडचे ऍपल आहेत, बरोबर की नाही? यू नो दिस. ओके. नाउ हु वॉज द पर्सन हु फर्स्ट थॉट अबाउट इट? अनुवांशिकता आणि विभिन्नता याच्यावर अभ्यास करणारं पहिलं व्यक्तिमत्व ग्रेगर जॉन मेंडल. It was Gregor John Mendel, an Austrian monk who loved gardening and who was a teacher by profession, had a thought in his mind about heredity, that there is something which is transmitted from one generation to another generation. He was so thoughtful in the era when genes and chromosomes were not in existence or were not discovered and not thought about. खूप पुढचा विचार ग्रेगर जॉन मेंडल यांनी केला होता की अनुवांशिकता आणि विभिन्नता या दोन्ही गोष्टींचा विचार त्यांनी केला आणि त्यांनी अनुवांशिकतेवर जास्त एम्फसाइज केला. त्यांचं जे संशोधन आहे ते सगळं त्यांनी अनुवांशिकतेवर केलं आणि एक महत्वाची टेक्निक त्यांनी वापरली ती म्हणजे हायब्रिडायझेशन. मेंडल वॉज द फर्स्ट वन हु यूज्ड हायब्रिडायझेशन टेक्निक इन द एरा when genes, chromosomes and genetics as a subject was not in existence. म्हणजे काळाच्या खूप आधी त्यांची बुद्धिमत्ता चालू होती. He was running ahead of the world. So definitely that time the scientists who saw all this did not appreciate it. They had no perfect reason or a strong reason to accept it as well as to deny it. It was denied more at that time and was accepted it very later on after his death. Unfortunately, his work was really considered in the 19th era or something like that. And to be very frank, he became the father of genetics, modern genetics. But after his death and after so many years, a person who thought about it long back was awarded with this name, this honor after his death. That's a different part. Let's see on what did he work. He worked on Pisum sativum, pea plant. His material for experiment was nothing but Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum is the botanical name of pea plant. वाटाण्याच्या झाडाचं botanical name आहे Pisum, P-S-I-U-M S-A-T-I-V-U-M, Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum मध्ये त्यांनी वेगवेगळ्या कॅरेक्टर्सचा अभ्यास केला. कॅरेक्टर्स म्हणजे काय? वेगवेगळे गुणधर्म. एकामध्येच व्हेरिएशन बघायला मिळत होतं. एका झाडामध्येच, एका वनस्पतीमध्येच वेगवेगळे व्हेरिएशन्स बघायला मिळत होते. He got to see many contrasting characters in pea plant. For example, if you look at this chart, you will get to see there are 7 traits, 7 contrasting characters which he studied very well. The very first one is seed shape. One seed was round, plain. The second one was wrinkled. The one which was round is kept in a dominant character, and the one which is wrinkled is a recessive character. Why it is dominant and why it is recessive, we are going to see this in this chapter ahead. First we will see what are the 7 characters he studied about, which are dominant and which are recessive. Okay, now the second character which he saw was yellow. Yellow color of the seed. Seed color yellow, म्हणजे वाटाण्याचा रंग हा पिवळ्या रंगाचा होता, हा डॉमिनंट कॅरेक्टर होता, while recessive character was green color. Third one was pod shape. शेंग जी आहे वाटाण्याची ती सपाट आहे का त्याला कन्स्ट्रिक्शन्स आहेत हे त्यांनी बघितलं. त्यानंतर पॉडचा कलर, म्हणजे शेंग हिरव्या रंगाची आहे का पिवळ्या रंगाची आहे. त्यानंतर फुलांचा कलर, कलर ऑफ द फ्लावर, पर्पल अँड व्हाईट. लोकेशन ऑफ द फ्लावर, axial or terminal. When I say an axial flower means what? What do we mean by axial? Those flowers which come through the stems. From there a stem can come up or can be coming up from the other side. It's not the end of the plant. While terminal flower, the flower comes, the seed comes, and that is the end of that side of the plant. That is a terminal flower. की शेवटच्या भागाला एकदम आपण जसं कापसाला बघतो की शेवटी बोंडा येतो आणि त्याच्यानंतर पुढे काही वाढ होत नाही. दॅट इज टर्मिनल फ्लावर. वाईल ऍक्सियल आर द वन्स की एक्झाईल ऑफ द लीफ मध्ये, दोन्ही लीफच्या मध्ये तुम्हाला फुलं बघायला मिळतील. शेंग आली की पुढे परत वाढत जातं. हा डिफरन्स आहे ऍक्सियल अँड टर्मिनल मध्ये. आणि सगळ्यात शेवटचा पॉइंट म्हणजे द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट इज हाईट ऑफ द प्लांट, विच इज टॉल अँड डॉर्फ. Dwarf is a recessive character and tall is a dominant character. These are the 7 traits which he studied about. Mendel postulated many principles of heredity with this experimental method and this experimental material. These principles further became the law of heredity as proposed by Correns in 1900. He visualized that traits are not inherited physically. They are not transmitted physically. Physically म्हणजे काय? What do you mean by physically? वरचे वर. ते वरचे वर ट्रान्समिट होत नाही. फिजिकली मी तुमच्या हातात पुस्तक देणं ही फिजिकल ऍक्शन झाली की मी तुम्हाला पुस्तक देणं. पण तुम्ही स्वतः पुस्तक घेऊन येणं किंवा तुमच्या बॅग मध्ये पुस्तक असणं हे तुम्ही टाकता हे तुम्हाला माहित आहे. किंवा तुमच्या डोक्यामध्ये एखादी गोष्ट असणं, पुस्तकापेक्षा मी तुम्हाला हे उदाहरण देईल की तुमच्या डोक्यामध्ये एखादी गोष्ट असणं ही फिजिकल गोष्ट नाहीये, ही इंटरनल गोष्ट आहे. इंटरनली काहीतरी चेंज होतंय हे त्याच्या लक्षात आलं होतं, फिजिकली होत नाही. इट्स नॉट physically that the height of the plant is transmitted. It is coming from inside. Something there is inside which is changing it. And that something was nothing but factor. He called it as factor. This factor is a word which gave existence to the most important word which we use today in our biology, that is genes. Genes were the ones which came into existence because of this factor. Now, using the 7 traits of garden pea plant, he performed several experiments. He only did not perform the experiment and leave them off. He collected the data. काय केलं त्यांनी? डेटा सगळा कलेक्ट केला. डेटा कलेक्ट केल्यानंतर त्यांनी मॅथमॅटिकली आणि स्टॅटिस्टिकली त्याचा अभ्यास केला. He collected the data and he studied it mathematically as well as statistically. What was the difference coming in the data? What are the changes that are happening? I get to see some plants new, some plants old. In some cases it is coming this way, in some cases it is coming that way. It means he just did not plant the trees and see them, but he was keeping a proper record of what he was doing. This is a very good sign. And because of this and this only, he could be the father of modern genetics. Now, second thing that he did is Mendel postulated the principles of heredity, though his work was not considered. When he performed the experiments, he performed many experiments with different traits. A single trait, two traits together, three traits together, and formed many ratios and many crosses. Out of that, the two which are there in our syllabus is monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. We are going to study them ahead. Once we see the genetic terminologies properly, then we can understand this very well. He found out that traits are not inherited physically. There is something in the gametic cell. What is a gametic cell? What do we mean by gametic cell? Dear children, when you were in 11, that time only I had told you, never throw your textbooks away. Even today I am again reminding you, keep your 11th standard textbook open. Gametic cell is a cell in which cell division takes place only of meiosis type. Mitosis होत नाही त्याच्यामध्ये. त्याच्यामध्ये meiosis होतं. Reproductive cells मध्ये meiosis होतं. Hybridizing cells मध्ये किंवा growth promoting cells मध्ये mitosis होतं. Mitosis is an equational division and meiosis is an reductional division. So over here he is saying there is something which is transferred from the gametic cells to this something he named as genes. Now once he did this, his experiments were successful. This was thought about and considered after his death. की त्याचे एक्सपेरिमेंट खरोखर बरोबर होते. त्याचं कारण काय होतं? बोर्डामध्ये हा प्रश्न विचारला जातो. There is a question, short question asked in the board exam. Give the reasons of Mendel's success. The very first thing, he selected a plant which had many contrasting characters which he could study separately. सगळ्यात महत्वाचा पॉइंट म्हणजे हा आहे की त्यांनी असं झाड निवडलं, अशी वनस्पती निवडली की ज्याचा तो शांततेत अभ्यास करू शकत होता आणि ज्याच्यामध्ये विभिन्न कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कॅरेक्टर्स होते. 7 कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कॅरेक्टर्स ही स्टडीड ऍट अ टाइम. 7 कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कॅरेक्टर्स त्यांनी अभ्यासले आणि म्हणून ऍक्च्युली त्याला यश मिळालं. हिज एक्सपेरिमेंट्स वर व्हेरी केअरफुली प्लॅन्ड. कसे केले होते त्यांनी? कसे पण रॅन्डमली केले का? नाही, प्लॅनिंगनी केले. ही केअरफुली रेकॉर्डेड द नंबर ऑफ प्लांट्स ऑफ ईच टाइप and expressed his results as ratios. In pea plant, contrasting characters are easily recorded. The 7 different characters in pea plants were controlled by a single factor. एक factor एक गोष्ट कंट्रोल करत होतं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल हाईट. मग टॉलनेस साठी एक फॅक्टर, तर डॉर्कनेस साठी एक फॅक्टर. कलर ऑफ द फ्लावर, पर्पल कलरचा फ्लावर त्याला एक फॅक्टर, तर व्हाईट कलरचा फ्लावर असेल तर त्याला दुसरा फॅक्टर. अशा पद्धतीने हे चाललं होतं. अँड दीज फॅक्टर्स आर ट्रान्समिटेड फ्रॉम जनरेशन टू जनरेशन. सगळ्यात महत्वाचा पॉइंट या मेंडलच्या सक्सेस मध्ये आहे. द लास्ट अँड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट इज ही इंट्रोड्यूस द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ डॉमिनन्स अँड रेसेसिव्हनेस. What is dominance and what is recessiveness? Once you understand this, you will understand the topic very well and you will never forget genetics at all. Dominance is that character which expresses itself even if the other factor is different. In that case also it goes on expressing itself. But recessive is the one which needs both the factors same. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण जे 7 कॅरेक्टर्स बघितले त्या चार्ट मध्ये, पहिल्या पीपीटीच्या सेकंड का थर्ड पीपीटी होती आपली चार्टची, त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही बघितलं असेल की जे रेसेसिव्ह कॅरेक्टर्स आहेत खालचे सगळे, त्यांचं वैशिष्ट्य आहे की डॉर्कनेस हा कशाने डिनोट करतो आपण? स्मॉल टी स्मॉल टी. टॉलनेस कॅपिटल टी ने डिनोट करतो. मग रेसेसिव्हला तेव्हाच बघायला मिळतं जेव्हा दोन्ही पण अलील्स हे स्मॉल टी समोरासमोर येतात, तरच ते स्वतःला एक्सप्रेस करतात. जर सीड मध्ये फॅक्टर आला एक कॅपिटल टी आणि एक स्मॉल टी, तर त्यावेळेस डॉमिनंट कॅरेक्टरच एक्सप्रेस होणार. म्हणजे प्लांट दिसताना टॉल दिसणार, पण त्याच्यामध्ये दुसरी अलील ही डॉर्कची असणार, पण ती स्वतःला एक्सप्रेस करू शकणार नाही. इट डझंट एक्सप्रेस इटसेल्फ विथ अन अल्टरनेटिंग अलील. विथ दिस ही ऑल्सो मेड मेनी टर्मिनोलॉजीज. The terminologies are very important. You read them. I have given the PPT of these terminologies so that you can go through it every time. They are there in your textbook. Underline all these definitions. Study them well. Learn them because they are asked in the board exam for 1 mark, maybe in the fill in the blanks, or maybe for 1 mark questions. So you go through it. Genetic terminology. The very first one is character. When I say height, height is a character. Either it is tall or dwarf. But when I say height, height is a character which is transmitted from one generation to another. That time I am saying a character is transmitted. But when I say a trait, either the tallness is being transferred or the dwarfness is being transferred. एक तर उंची तरी उंच म्हणून तरी जातंय किंवा बुटका किंवा ठेंगणा जे आपण म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये ते तरी जातंय. कॅरेक्टर वेगळा आणि ट्रेट वेगळा. म्हणूनच या जेनेटिक टर्मिनॉलॉजीज तुम्ही व्यवस्थित समजून घ्या. एकदा त्या तुम्ही पाठ केल्या, समजून घेतल्या की तुम्हाला बरोबर समजेल की आता नेमका आपल्याला काय कोणता शब्द कुठे वापरायचा आहे. बऱ्याचदा मुलांचं कन्फ्युजन होतं. कॅरेक्टरच्या ठिकाणी ट्रेट येतो, ट्रेटच्या ठिकाणी कॅरेक्टर येतो आणि सगळा प्रॉब्लेम होऊन जातो. सो सी दॅट यू लर्न दीज टर्मिनॉलॉजीज वेल.